Before he ever followed Abraham, Lot stood by a grave. He buried Haran, not the land, but his father. He was just a boy. And from that moment on, home never truly felt like home again. God spoke to Abram, not Lot. But Lot was there, watching and listening from a distance. He heard the voice, not with his ears, but through the movement, the way Abram's posture shifted, the way Sarai quietly prepared. He saw faith in motion, and it stirred something in him. And Lot wasn't the only one. His wife stood nearby too, silent, thoughtful, cautious. She saw it all unfold, but what she felt was different.
You don't have to stay here, Lot. You can come with us. Bring her. Bring whatever you need. There's more ahead than there ever was behind.
Anywhere you're going is better than anywhere we've been. I don't even know what you've heard, but something about the way you believe makes me want to believe too.
So he followed a promise that wasn't even his. He packed what little he had, not just in his hands, but in his hopes. And his wife? She followed the man who followed the call, not because she heard it, but because she couldn't let go of him. Not yet. He grew under a mantle he didn't carry. He prospered under a blessing he didn't birth. But heaven didn't mind. Not at first. As long as he stayed close to the promise, there was room for him in the overflow. Fields that flourished, tents that multiplied, favor that lingered on him because of who he walked with. But even favor borrowed can feel like a weight when your heart starts to wonder if it will ever be yours.
I owe him everything. His kindness, his covering, his call. I just don't know how long I will be okay being second. How long I could stand in another man's shadow before I start reaching for my own light.
Success began to whisper, not loudly, not all at once, but in subtle moments. Status began to tempt, not with crowns or titles, but with options. Land to choose, men to lead, stories to write in his own name. And the boy who once followed so eagerly began to imagine what it might feel like to lead.
Maybe it's time we had our own land, our own legacy. We've waited long enough.
He had followed without question, but one day he would choose without asking. The first decision was the right one. He followed faith, not fully understanding it, but trusting the man who did. It was a good start, the kind heaven honors. But the next decision, that one wouldn't come so easily, because this time he'd have to choose for himself, and it would reveal whether the faith he followed had become the faith he owned. Before Sodom, before the escape, there was a choice to follow. Watch episode 2. Blessed because of who you're with. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and share.